In this video, we're going to talk about how to paint loosely and with more confidence. If you're tired of getting caught up in the details and striving for perfection, this video is for you. In the next 10 minutes, I'll guide you to 3 powerful techniques that will help you embrace a loose painting style and unlock your creative potential. So, let's dive in. Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome aboard. I'm Rajat, a professional oil painter, and I'm thrilled to have you join me in this artistic journey. Here, we're all about reclaiming our inner artist, especially for those who are balancing a full-time job. I'm here to share my personal tips, techniques, and insights to help you create paintings that truly ignite your passion and leave you bursting with pride. So, if you're ready to unleash your artistic potentials, buckle up and let's dive right in. The first technique to paint loosely is to look at every object in your painting as a shape. Instead of getting lost in the intricate details, focus on simplifying the subject into basic geometric forms. By doing this, you'll be able to capture the essence of the subject and infuse your artwork with energy and expressiveness. Remember, it's all about the shapes. But you might be wondering, how do I see objects as shapes? Don't worry, it's way easier than you think. If you're just starting out and if you're painting from life, either indoors or outdoors, start by squinting your eyes to blur the details. All this does is it effectively merges the edges of things, allowing you to see the large shapes more clearly. Then, mentally break down the subject into simple geometric forms like circles, squares, or triangles. By painting these shapes with bold brushstrokes, you'll create a more dynamic and visually engaging artwork. I would also like to mention that throughout my painting journey, I've developed a preference for relying less on external aids and tools. For instance, I intentionally avoid using methods like the grid technique, as I believe it can sometimes restrict my artistic freedom. Instead, I embrace the challenge of relying solely on my skills and intuition, pushing myself to overcome any obstacles that may arise during the creative process. While there are exceptions, such as occasionally using the blurring techniques for complex scenes, as the years have passed, I find myself relying on these aids less and less. I've discovered that by trusting my instincts and honing my techniques, I'm able to create more authentic and personally satisfying artworks. But if you're just starting out, or if you're having trouble simplifying a scene, definitely give this method a go until your brain is able to implement it intrinsically. The second technique for painting loosely is to have a clear vision of what you want to paint right from the start. Having a vision will give your artwork direction and purpose, helping you make intentional choices throughout the process. It's like having a roadmap to guide your creative journey. But you may be thinking, how do I develop a vision for my painting? Let me share a simple approach with you. Before you start painting, take a moment to visualize the end result. It's pretty certain that when a scene grabs your attention, there was a specific idea or a mood that you wanted to convey through that scene. So, think about that vision, that mood, atmosphere, and emotions you want to convey through your artwork. This will help you choose the right colors, composition, and brushwork to achieve your desired outcome. Having a clear vision will keep you focused and inspired throughout the painting process. This automatically eliminates the need to spend needless time in unnecessary details or areas that are unimportant to your vision. Even if it's a complex scene with too many things happening, it's easy to get distracted and lose that vision. In such cases, in my blocking, as you see in this demo too, I will straightaway try to address the most important part of my vision in the blocking. Here, I was attracted to the backlit sky and how the evening sun lit up the beautiful mountain view. After this is addressed, I then go into lesser details, all to help the main vision come to life. Now, let's talk about the brush technique. Holding your brush from the far end of the tip is a powerful way to create loose and expressive brush strokes. This technique allows for a greater freedom and spontaneity in your painting, resulting in a more dynamic and lively artwork. So, how does holding a brush differently make a difference? Let me explain. When you hold the brush from the close end of the tip, your elbows are bent and you move forward towards the canvas, which tells the brain to focus on the details. Also, your range of motion is now limited only to your wrist. However, when you hold the brush from the far end of the tip, your elbows are automatically stretched and you paint further back and away from the canvas. This way, you are able to see the entire canvas as a whole. Also, painting with an outstretched hand gives you a wide range of motion from your entire hand rather than just your wrists. This also enhances and gives your brushstrokes an energetic quality. It's like giving your brush the freedom to dance across the canvas. Experiment with different brush sizes and loosen your grip to achieve a more natural and expressive effect. Embrace the texture and movement that comes with each brushstroke. Now you may be asking why we paint with hand closer to the tip at all. My theory is that we sometimes confuse drawing and painting to be the same language, while they're completely different. In drawing, it makes sense to hold the pencil or whatever medium you use closer to the tip. However, painting as a language by itself is of different nature and requires a different approach as mentioned. I will cover this topic in my future videos, but for now, try holding the brush further back and let me know how it goes. Now that you are aware of the 3 essential techniques for painting loosely, let's dive into how to implement these techniques effectively in your artistic journey. To begin with, I recommend starting with smaller canvas sizes, such as 8 by 10 to 11 by 14 inches. These sizes are perfect for both plein air and studio works. When I was starting out, I personally completed hundreds of these paintings in these sizes. They provide a great opportunity to practice and refine your skills. Next, it's important to decide what you want to paint. Whether it's a reference image or a subject from life, pay attention to what sparks your interest. When something grabs your attention, that in itself becomes your vision. Now, align all the techniques and tools you have learned in your artistic toolbox to bring that vision to life. If you feel like you don't have all the tools yet, don't worry. Embrace the learning process and apply what you have learned along the way. It's through this continuous growth that you level up your skills. Once you are ready to paint, start by blocking in the big shapes. Try to simplify the scene into its most basic elements, regardless of its complexity. Keep your vision in mind as you apply these techniques. Pay attention to how you hold your brush and aim to infuse the energy into the canvas. Allow your whole body to be involved, extending your hand and bringing vitality to each stroke. As you paint, strive to achieve your vision within the first 20 to 30 minutes of your painting session. Even if the scene changes or evolves, your goal was always to hit that target. The rest of the details are all secondary. By practicing this approach, you can aim to complete 2 to 3 paintings per week, gradually making it second nature to you. Remember, this journey is about progress, not perfection. Each painting is an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your skills. Embrace the process, stay consistent with your practice, and you'll witness remarkable improvements over time. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of how to paint loosely. I hope these tips and demonstration have inspired you to break free of those rigid details and embrace a more expressive style. Remember, painting loosely is all about capturing the essence and the emotion of your subject. So, let go of perfection and enjoy the journey of painting with a free spirit. And if you want to level up your painting journey, let's talk. You can find the link in the description below and we can figure out a path for you. If you enjoyed this content, do hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you next week. Happy painting!